Hello and welcome to the Best Thing From podcast. I'm Kev.
And I'm Steve.
And I still say FOM when I do the intro. If we were professional, I'd redo that. Why did you just waft your hand at me?
Because there's a fly there.
Oh, I thought it was your way of wait. You now say, hi, I'm Steve, and just wave at me.
No. We'll just insert the R afterwards in post-production, eh?
What I usually do is I just use the one from the first episode when we cared, and I just stick that in at the front. I don't even know why I pretend to do it with you each week, because I just reuse that one. Yeah, exactly. I also reuse the same outro every week. And a lot of the same content in the middle.
We kind of just say the same words for the beer reviews and everything as well, don't we?
Yeah, well, we haven't done a beer review for ages, have we?
I've reviewed a lot of beer at home on the sofa.
That's not really reviewing it, though, is it?
Well, I give it a description. My wife just, I don't care. Stop telling me about it.
I've got one here that I was fascinated by the other day, because it does actually have the full instructions on the back. I'm just trying to find it. I don't know which one it was. It's one of these. Here you go. This is a Dizzy Blonde by Robinsons, who I think are the orange juice people, as you said before. And they've got that this is, you see golden, you smell wild, aromatic, zesty hop, and you taste crispy, zesty and refreshing. It scores 3 on the bitterness scale and 2 on the sweetness scale. If all beers had that on the back, we wouldn't have to drink them.
We wouldn't have to do this description. So
exactly.
Just go, oh, it's nice.
To prove that point, we're not going to drink that one. We'll save that for another week. See if we could test people on it. Now we've given those descriptions, in about a month's time, we'll say, right, we're going to be drinking Dizzy Blonde next week. We want you to come back to us and tell us what it looks like, what it smells like, what it tastes like. Let's see who can get it right. And whoever gets it right can win the used bottle top off the top of it as a prize.
That might be a currency one day.
It might be. It's quite a nice bottle top, actually. It's Robinson's Brewery in Cheshire, who were established in 1838, and it has a picture of what I believe is a unicorn on it.
How would they know what a unicorn looked like in 1838?
It's too hot today. It's really hot.
That's not an answer.
I know, but I'm sat here. I know the sun's not beating down on my back, but it feels like it is. I did think we should move everything out into the garden and just do the show out in the garden this week.
That would wreak havoc with the sound system.
It would, especially because we're doing it on a Sunday morning, because I was far too poorly to do it on Friday when we normally do it. I managed to drag myself through Mature Gamer on autopilot. So that wasn't a very good show this week. Don't listen to that. I wasn't focusing. But we would be doing this in the garden. But next door seems to have cottoned on to my plan, and it seems to be out there hammering away. So I'm just hearing clunk, 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 clunk. They don't realise we're entertaining the nation from within the dining room of this establishment.
iTunes.
Yeah, we do it in the iTunes' dining room. Everyone knows that. They don't have studio space on a Sunday. Normally, on a Friday evening or a Thursday evening, we have our usual studio at iTunes.
Sweet, isn't it?
But because we've turned up on a Sunday morning, everyone's in on Sunday. You know what iTunes is. Everyone knows what iTunes is like on a Sunday morning. It's just busy, so we're in the canteen.
They're putting a shelf up next door. That's what the hammering's all about.
Exactly. So it's all gone a bit wrong. And I don't like the fact that basically I'm still having my breakfast and you seem to be here, which I don't approve of. So I'm still drinking.
You're having your breakfast at 12:30.
Well, I'm only on my second coffee of the day. So to me, second coffee is still breakfast territory. Because everyone knows.
Brunch, innit?
I don't know. You have a coffee when you first wake up. Here you go. Let's go through my morning routine today. I had a coffee when I first woke up. I then had some cereal, which was the Kellogg's variety boxes, because they were £1 and 4p in Tesco. As a big lad, I had 3 of those. I had 2 Frosties and a cornflakes.
Jesus Christ.
Well, they're tiny. You try putting one of them in a bowl, and you don't even. It's 1 spoonful of cereal. And I wanted to try cornflakes after we saw they were made of metal on the telly the other day.
Did you get a magnet to them?
No, I ate them instead. I don't have a magnet. We should try it with a magnet, though.
I've got cornflakes at home, and I was going to try a magnet on them, but I couldn't find a magnet either. Why don't we have magnets these days? When I was little, I couldn't move for magnets in my house.
Because we all have all this electrical stuff these days, and if we had magnets, it would wreck it all. Magnets, whenever you buy a laptop or a tablet or a smartphone or something, they take one of your magnets away.
Makes sense. I've got some of those alphabet ones actually on the fridge. Would they be powerful enough to move a cornflake, do you reckon? We
should try it, shouldn't we? If I hadn't have eaten them this morning, we could do that now. Have you ever seen one of those horseshoe-shaped magnets that you always see in cartoons? Do they exist? I've never seen one of them in real life.
I saw one when I was at school.
What's the thinking behind them? Why are they horseshoe-shaped?
Don't know. Someone will have to look it up and tell us, I suppose.
We should do an episode on horseshoe-shaped magnets. I've got to stop saying anything with sh in it. I can't get them out of my mouth. It's because I'm so full of all these drugs. My antibiotics are wreaking havoc with my insides.
Means you can't drink, doesn't it, at the moment?
It does mean I can't drink, which means you're going to have to drink this beverage that I've got here for you. And this is actually a callback to a previous episode, because on an episode a few weeks ago, when we announced that we were doing our live show in a few weeks at the Brewery Tap, I mentioned that it would have been an excellent little segue to drink one of the beers that they make in their microbrewery, one of their Oakham ales. So I've gone and got one. But I can't drink it, so I'm going to gift this to you, sir. I do need to find the bottle opener, because if I don't open this right next to the microphone so people can hear it, they won't believe that we're actually drinking a beer. But this is an Oakham Ales Jeffrey Hudson Bitter. It's 4.2%, which I think is fine for a Sunday brunch beverage. I'm going to read a little bit about it while I'm clicking it open, and then I'll pass it over to you to pour yourself, so it's not just all head. Oh, there you go. Oh, it smells nice. It smells like bananas. That's bizarre.
It's got banana in it.
Go on, you pour that, and then we'll have a little discussion about it. But this is one of my favourite Oakham ales. I do like a JHB. It's a very pleasant beer, and I would like the good people at the Brewery Tap to provide me with a big jug of this on the day of the live show, so I can just sit there with it on a drip, because it's very pleasant stuff.
Said about the head, but it seems to have just headed up instantly anyway.
That's why you're not a barman, I suppose.
Well, normally I can pour these perfectly, so I think this is just...
I did shake it quite a lot before I passed it over to you.
Need to wait for the head to go down a bit now.
See, I want to read off the bottle. You're causing issues for me now.
So nice, Jesus.
It does smell good, doesn't it?
They could just screw doing bitter. Just start selling this as air freshener. Air freshener.
Yeah, I imagine if you pour that over the back seats of the car, it's going to give you a strange smell after a little while. Oh, he's got foam in his moustache now. Not that he's got a moustache. He's got foam on his top lip. It looks like he's got a moustache. Are you nearly finished pouring that? I'm eager to tell people who Jeffrey Hudson is.
That last bit, could you?
I think I will drink that last bit. Is there a glass? Let me have the glass. I can't drink out of a bottle like a homeless man. You pass me one of those plastic
pint glass.
Yeah.
Like a classy fella.
Yeah, exactly. See, he's throwing them on the floor. Oh, this has all gone downhill. It's because we're recording on a Sunday. Hold on. Sound
right. So I assume we have to do the IC. It's kind of an orangey, yellowy, browny, beery.
I haven't actually looked at what's on the bottle. Does it have instructions? It contains barley and wheat, apparently.
Right, well, I never.
Right, I'm going to tell you who Sir Jeffrey Hudson is or was. I assume it's a was. Yeah, in fact, it says was, straight after his name on the bottle. Sir Jeffrey Hudson was an adventurer, courtier, and duellist in the service of King Charles I. Although he was only 3.5 feet tall, his modest strength was more than made up for in character, much like the beer named after him. That's just outstanding. He was a 3.5 foot tall psychopath from hundreds of years ago. His bitter, Jeffrey Hudson's Bitter, it's a handcrafted bottled ale based on the original cask-conditioned recipe. It's light and refreshing with a blatant citrus fruitiness and a smooth, dry, bitter finish. JHB has the innovative hoppiness that is the hallmark of Oakham ales. Now, normally, I don't like any beer that's described as citrusy, but that doesn't smell of soap. It smells of bananas.
That tastes lovely.
It is. It's a lovely beer, that one. There you go. I've had a sip, and it's very pleasant. But yeah, if you're listening at the Brewery Tap, where we're doing our live show in just 2 weeks' time now, we'd like a load of that lined up when we arrive.
Why are we even bothering?
Well, I'm promoting them. This is the promotion that we've done in exchange for using their venue. I said we'd promote them. Here we are. We're talking about their beer on the internet.
They sell it in Morrison's and Tesco's.
I think I did get that bottle from Tesco. Oakham ales, they're excellent.
They are very, very excellent. We should... Normally, like you said, citrusy and hoppy, I think, but this doesn't taste... It tastes citrusy, but it doesn't taste very, very, very hoppy, I think. It just tastes quite nice. I like it smooth.
It is nice.
Very good for a hot day.
I've actually written on our little running order here reasons to go to the live show if you're not a gamer, because it is basically a mature gamer event that we're sort of leaping onto with doing a Best Thing From show while we're there. But... here's your reason to go if you're not a gamer. Try some Oakham ales. And they are nice. And also, when you go there and eat the Thai food that they make on the site, they use this beer in the Thai food. Nice. I can't remember what they call it. It's basically, it's not like pure Thai food. It's Thai food made with their ales as well. And their Thai Oakham ale sticky ribs are the best thing in the universe.
Sounds good.
I will be eating them during the show.
There are other reasons to come to the show as well, surely. It's basically going to be a Best Thing From gaming, isn't it?
It is.
We're going to be there, along with a load of other people.
We'll probably be there.
Yeah. Well, we're not making any promises. if we're not doing anything better, we'll be there. But also, I mean, I said to someone else, whenever you can have an excuse to just kind of go down to a pub and sit there for 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever, as long as you want, basically, just drinking and doing nothing without your partner or your family saying, what about us? We can't do that.
My partner's going to be there.
Well, mine doesn't have a problem with it, but you get what I mean? A lot of people wouldn't just sit and do that for 12 hours or whatever, 8 hours. We're doing it for 12 hours, but I assume people won't want to...
We'll be doing it for even longer than that, because we're there early to set up, and I assume our private barman arrives when we do. So when we walk in there at lunchtime, I assume we're going to have our free reign of our private barman. And I assume if he's not making beverages for us, we can get him to do other menial tasks.
Are you sure we have a private barman and you haven't just got like an ex-army Mr. Barman who signed off this receipt? Private barman
Look,
signed us off.
On that receipt,
£100.
it says 1 bar staff, and there is a bar in there. Unfortunately, for anyone who wants to try all these Oakham ales, having inspected the bar, it doesn't look like they've got many of their own beers on the private bar.
Yeah,
so people might have to wander around into the main bar to try all these delicious beverages. But this guy stood in here. It might be a girl. I assume it's a fella. I think I've said in the past I want it to be a Chippendale. I assume the Chippendale we've got running our private bar will be there just mixing cocktails for us all afternoon.
I assume they'll have some kind of cocktail mix-off. But, yeah, there'll be other stuff going on. I mean, a couple of people are just bringing stuff to just sit around the table. We should bring cards and have a big old poker game going on.
Ooh. I do like hustling people.
Yeah, me too. I'm quite good at live poker.
I'm not. I shake. I'll have to take 3 blood pressure tablets that day.
I've got the best poker face in the world. I basically remove my face and just it's a husk. And
the hair he usually combs over the top of his head, he just brings down over his face to hide his eyes.
Yeah, excellent thing to do, wouldn't it? I bet was it Cousin It or Thing? I can't remember which one was. The Thing was the hand. Cousin It was the one with the hair in Adam's Family. I bet he was good at poker. Or she, don't know what it was. But just give him some cards. He wouldn't even have to hold them outside the hair. They could just bring them in the hair. And then just go, I win.
I don't think you fully understand how poker works, do you?
I got really far at that live poker game we played by just saying, I win all the time. I come 6th, I think it was.
Yeah.
Because you eviled me into going all in right at the end. I'd have come at least 3rd if I hadn't have gone all in. If I'd have just left it to the other numpties on the table, I'd have been 3rd.
That's because I was trying to get you into a position where you could win the tournament. 3rd place is boring. You're there to win.
I came 6th by your tactic.
Yeah, you want aggression. Aggression. Win that bad boy.
You were out, like, really early.
Because I went for aggression. If my aggressive, over-elaborate move had come off, I'd have been the chip leader with, like, 20 people left.
But it didn't, and I was 6th, and I had a plan. And then you went, and I went, all in. I shouldn't be so suggestible.
That was quite fun, because I was stood there on the rail tweeting to your friends and family, telling them how you get on. I was basically reporting from a live poker event to the internet.
You can put that on your CV. I've reported from live poker events. Yeah. I can say I was a high-flying poker player who buckled under the stress and finished 6th because someone looked at him.
We should have booked that place out for the live show.
That would have been awesome. Next year,
at a casino. That's what I'm talking about.
Dusk till dawn in Nottingham.
Yeah, exactly. If they want to send us anything free, I mean, all they really deal in is money. So if they want to send us some free money, Brewery Tap, send us free beer. Dusk till dawn, send us some free money. And we'll come down and talk about you even more, and then stick it all on green.
I was going to say, that same night, Kev wanted me to put my winnings on green, and I said, no, I'm not an idiot. Don't be stupid, Kev. So he put, what, 10 or was it on green?
No, it was a quid.
Oh, it was a quid.
£1 on green, and
50 quid, wasn't it?
It's like, this is on roulette, because it's something like 45 to 1 you get on green, don't you? So there's only 1 green, loads of red, loads of black. So, stick it all on green. I'm a pansy, just put a quid on. If we'd have put what did you win, like 100 quid?
150 quid, something
so if you'd have put all that on green, we'd have been jetting off to Monaco. Which was the plan. We said if we won enough to buy tickets, Dusk Till Dawn in Nottingham is right near to East Midlands Airport. If we'd have won enough to go and book flights, we'd have been in Monaco.
We had already... I told my wife if we win a lot, we're going to Monaco, and she'd said, okay, but we'll be back by Sunday.
We had passports with us, just in case.
We genuinely... We're not even joking. Anyone who thinks, they're just riffing, we were ready to go to Monaco if we'd won anything. But now I bottled putting it all on green. And the annoying thing is I know in future I'm going to be in a situation where I've got... say £150 winnings from a poker game, and you're going to be saying to me, come on, and we're going, no. And I'm going to do it, and it's going to be black. I'm going to feel like an idiot, and
you are an idiot.
Yeah, it was still a stupid bet to do, of all, telling me to go aggressive on bloody poker, and then